Hey guys, Devin here from Tech, and today we're going to be doing a quick unboxing of the Galaxy J3 Luna Pro from Straight Talk that is $49 currently at Walmart. The Galaxy J3 Luna Pro was released in January of 2017, and because it was released so far back, it actually is still running Android 6.0, because Samsung doesn't like to update their phones very often. But regardless, it does have a 5-inch 720p display, 16 gigs of onboard storage, with 1.5 gigs of RAM, 5 megapixel rear facing camera, 2 megapixels in the front. Neither of those are going to be very good because they're only placed at 1.13 microns in terms of size, so low light performance is definitely going to suffer. But other than that, let's go ahead and get this open. Once you take off this green packaging here, you are left with this big hunky plastic material with the phone sitting on the face of it. On the back, you have the barcode that they use to scan the phone when you pay for it. You have some Straight Talk material telling you to activate on their service, which I'm not going to do because why would I? And then you have inside the box, you actually have your micro USB charging cable, your adapter, some paperwork, and the phone itself. So let's go ahead and get the rest of this open. We're going to go ahead and set the phone to the side while we look at the other contents in the box. So you do get a battery that is 2,900 milliamp hours. We're going to go ahead and move that. We have the back casing of the phone. We're going to go ahead and take this out of this little plastic bag because we're going to put that on as soon as we get the phone out. And then we have some reading material, which we don't need. And then, like I said, the charging brick and the micro USB charging cable to actually charge it up. So this battery, like I said, is rated at 2,900 milliamp hours. Let me just check to make sure. I think I actually need to open it to see that. Samsung has been making decent batteries. Obviously, there's the whole debacle with the Note 7 where it kept exploding. Let's hope this one doesn't. 2,600 milliamp hour battery on this J3 Luna Pro. Some of the other devices, like the international version, actually has 2,900 milliamp hours, so that's why I was saying that. So now we're going to take our attention to the main device, taking it out of its package. Taking that off, and as you can see on the back, there is nothing in there. We're going to go ahead and put in the battery, and the case is going to go on top just like this. And then we're going to actually power up the device. Once the device powers on, it will show a startup screen telling you to pick a language. I chose English. Then it will ask you to set up a Wi-Fi, which I set up my own home Wi-Fi. And then it's going to say checking connection, and this is actually going to take a while, and that's because the processor inside of here is an Exynos processor that lies somewhere in between the Snapdragon 410 and the Snapdragon 210. So it's not the most powerful. It's definitely a budget processor. They didn't do too bad putting it in this device, but it is what it is. And now it's going to ask me for a Google account. I'm going to go ahead and skip that. Skip everything just to get to the home page. We're going to go ahead with a pin. We're just going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. Skip through everything just so you guys can see. And now it's going to ask you to create a Samsung account. You can go ahead and do that if you want to, but I actually don't know many people that use Samsung account, so we're just going to go ahead and skip that. And now that we're on the home page, you can see that this is Samsung's latest version of TouchWiz, because Samsung actually changed the name of their operating system once they went to the Galaxy S8. From the Note 7 and up, they changed the name of it to Grace UX, and then into a bunch of other stuff. So this actually technically is the last version of Samsung TouchWiz. And as you can see, it's definitely far from stock Android, but it's still not bad because it does provide a lot of features for the phone, such as one of the things that they were showing on this little paper right here is ultra power saving mode. So I'm going to go ahead and show you what that looks like right now. So you go into settings, and then you're going to want to, let's see, we're going to go to advanced features. Oh, excuse me, sorry, device maintenance, because that's where you find the battery. So battery, and then you can see your battery usage right here. So it can actually show you everything. Obviously the graph is going to be very small because of the fact that I just turned it on. So in the notification shade right here, you can see there's power saving mode, and then there should be an option for ultra power saving mode if we, let's see, there's a max power saving mode. Let's go ahead and try that one out. So it turns off Wi-Fi, limits the device performance, prevents background network updating. And as you can notice, it goes into a dark background here, but this is actually an LCD panel. So if it was AMOLED, it'd be really nice because then those pixels would actually not be lit up at all. They would just be blank pixels, so that would save you a lot of battery life. And I don't think this is actually the ultra power saving mode that they were talking about, but it still looks pretty nice because it can actually give you a lot more time on the phone. So let's say you're stranded or you don't have a way to charge the phone. This is a great way to leave it on just long enough that you can actually survive or do whatever you need to do. Or let's say you're out partying, etc., etc. So I just took a test shot with the camera. I'm going to display that on the screen right now, as you can see. And other than that, just going through the UI, it feels smooth, especially for a $50 phone. What can you really expect? It's not too heavy. It does have a little bit of bloatware here and there, as you can tell. If you go into Samsung apps, you know, there's Galaxy apps, Samsung Plus, Wi-Fi utility, One Weather app finder. You see all these just bloatware apps, and that could be part of Samsung's interface. Could also be just part of the way that Straight Talk decided to set up the phone. But now I'm going to test out the front-facing camera, which you guys should be able to see on the screen pretty soon. Two megapixels in the front, 5 in the back, as I was saying. It does come preloaded with Facebook and Messenger, which I find interesting. But other than that, 16 gigs of storage, you shouldn't have to worry about the bloatware too much, and you can always disable it if you need to. But other than that, guys, $50 phone. It's the Galaxy J3 Luna from Straight Talk. And with that being said, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.